There is no coincidence that Black women or African American women account for the majority of traction alopecia cases worldwide. Why is that? Because we wear a lot of tight styles. But I am here to tell you, if you want to retain length, if you want to retain your edges, if you want to stop traction alopecia, then we're going to need to learn how to take care of our hair ourselves, right? So for example, it's no secret, like you go to get your hair braided and you're like, my hair is so tight, even your eyes are like, slanted because the braids are so tight. What that essentially does when your hair is that tight is it's pulling on the strands. And traction alopecia is when that hair strand is pulled from the root or the follicle, and then sometimes it does not grow back. And when it does not grow back, that is traction alopecia, and you're going to have no hair in that area or bald patches. But for example, when you do your hair yourself, so I do my braids myself. When you do your hair yourself, you are not going to just sit there and pull on the strand and just pull on your hair to the point where it's so tight. Why? Because you can feel what you're doing. And you do not want to lose hair, and you do not want to be in pain. When you go to a stylist, they are trying to make your hair neat, trying to do it as fast as they can. So of course, there's going to be some tension. There's going to be, pulling of the hair, and that is going to lead to traction alopecia. Now, I'm not saying every single stylist, but the stylist that braids really neat and braids really tight. Essentially, what happens when you take out those braids is you are going to have some hair loss. There's no doubt about it. So why not try to take care of your hair yourself? For example, if you are detangling your hair at home, or you go to a salon, you notice that you lose less hair at home because you're detangling your hair yourself. You don't want your hair to hurt while you're detangling it. If it gets drier, you're wetting it with water, you're putting more conditioner on, and you're taking your time and you're detangling your hair. But if you go to a salon where they have several clients, they have clients that are booked for appointments, then they can't detangle your curly hair for 4 hours. They want to get you out of there. So you see that you'll have yanking on the hair, and more hair will be on the floor and the brush, and you'll leave there with less hair than you came in with. I'm not saying this is a bad thing for stylists. Obviously, all stylists are not made equally, and all stylists do not do this. But in order for them to have a lot of clients, they have to turn over a certain amount of clients. So they're not going to be as gentle with your hair. So if you want to not lose hair, retain length, try doing your hair yourself, okay? Just for once, because if you take care of your hair, then you don't have to sit in somebody else's chair who is probably not going to take care of your hair. And then you also get to save your money and your time if you do your own hair. Now, I want to hear from you. Let me know your salon experiences. Did you go in there with a full head of hair and came out with with nothing on your head? I want to help you grow healthy hair and just avoid traction alopecia because it's not genetic. It can be avoided, but you have to take care of your hair.